So we've made some progress with data, and we've made some progress with our architecture, and I now know, or you now know, how you're going to lay it out and make sure Power BI works for you in your business. What happens next? Alright, lads and lasses, welcome along. Tuppence Tuesday. So what do we do next? It's simple, really, right? Unfortunately, what that really means is now the work really starts. So what do I mean? What we've gone through is we've got to the point, haven't we, where we'll lay out an architecture. Agreed. Tick. Great job. Right? Ingestion pipelines. Done. Data modeling. All that stuff's sorted. Okay? But that's then where the real work begins. Because now we have to implement and understand concepts like plan, do, check, act. Right? And honestly, I've been doing this for a lot of years now. Plan, do, check, act. It seems to be everywhere, right? It's in the agile methodology. It's in Prince. It's in like the Six Sigma stuff. It's in ITIL. Plan, do, check, act is you're kind of stuck with it. So I recognize that as one of them truths that you're going to have to get your head around, right? Start out, understand what's the problem that we've got. We've got a problem. We need to solve it. We need to understand it. We need to analyze it, get to the bottom of it, and then formulate a plan, validate the plan, and then act on the plan. Okay? That's got to be the way. And the main thing that you need to understand at this point, right? And this is probably where a lot of people in the industry are going, oh, shut up, man. You're not supposed to say it like that. But as a business, you're going to need to be able to understand and own your solutions. Okay? It's no good you coming to me as a consultant with my consultancy hat on, right? And you now have got the consultancy business kind of, and then you kind of say, why is he doing self-out of business with this? Like, the point is, a good consultancy is going to be your partner. They're going to help you through this. It's not about just putting something in and walking away. It's about making sure that when we put something in, you know what we've put in and that you can own it, you can manage it. If you want to come back to us and say, hey, give us a support contract, we will. But the goal from our perspective is always to make sure you can manage it yourselves going forward. And what I hope you can recognize if we look at the architecture, the suggestion that we've put is this is something you can manage. This is something you can own. What you have to get to the point of understanding is you can't just put it in and have it right and perfect on day one. In fact, if we look at the life cycle, which honestly, you need to come up with your idea of a life cycle, right? I've given a basic one, but you need to put on a proper fleshed out life cycle to all your data that you've got, right? And that needs to be a standard one. And you can then track bits of data through their life cycle. You've got your initial one, right? And this is 9 times out of 10 where you'll engage a consultancy to do is we'll come in and we'll put in your initial. It needs to be able to evolve with the requirements. And the thing I always talk about, like the worst possible thing with Power BI is you do like, you've got the, oh, that's great, but, right? In every delivery I've done, I get that, oh, that's great, but, right? And you'll get used to it yourselves if you're doing these deliveries is, you deliver it to your manager and they'll look at it and they'll go, oh, wow, oh, that's really awesome. But can I have a dimension that does, or can I have another attribute to that dimension? And the list goes on. So you've got to get into the mindset where you're not going to be like, oh, my boss hates the report, because they didn't hate the report. The report is brilliant. Your work is fantastic. And you've led them to then ask the next logical question. Right? So that's what you need to understand. At some point as well, you're going to get to where it's time to retire data. And when you're retiring data, that's just as important. That has to be pulled back and clawed out of your estate, because it's pointless if someone's going to be reporting on something or a number up to senior management. And frankly, well, we're retiring that system. It's got nothing to do with you anymore. You know, it's going to disappear. Right? So that whole life cycle management, you need to be thinking about, okay? And the words of wisdom, you know, data and reports are not like fine wine. They do not get better with time. So what do you reckon then, eh? You know, we've got to the point now, haven't we, where we've got like architecture sorted, right? we're now getting the point where we're getting mindset and methodology sorted. Yeah, we understand that we're going to have to constantly work and evolve our reporting and our data solutions, right? Which is what you should be doing anyway, right? There's no way we can rock up in your office and say, oh, do you know what? 10 minutes, we'll have this brilliant machine learning model sorted out for you, right? Prescriptive analytics in place, right? Ain't going to happen, okay? Anyone who says they can do it for you in that period of time, if you want to give them their money, off you go, man, right? But the reality is, good machine learning models need validation, they need confirmation, and they take time. So we can take, hey, we've got 5 years of data. Brilliant, right? Let's start something up. We can run, 70, 80% of it through a machine learning model, and we can say, right, based on that, this is what we reckon, right? And we can test that, right? But the key thing is we have to test it. So we have to then see over the next 12 months, is how accurate are our predictions? And then if they're not accurate because something's changed or because assumptions we made to build the model are incorrect, and assumptions you make to build a model, that's natural. You're going to have to assume to make a model. So that's got to be your focus. What do we do to move it forward and understand that true success comes from establishing that we're taking resource away from the churn that is our analytical suites before Power BI, and we're now going to expect them to start to deliver in terms of true analytics and true value adds to our business. And the cost saving you have on people doing churn isn't a cost saving in terms of we can get rid of resources. It's in terms of we can then actually use the resources to drive meaningful improvements into the business. Right? How can we embrace things like process mining? How can we understand the deeper aspects of what goes on with our business? Hopefully you like that. Don't forget, like and subscribe down below, right? Obviously, head on out to geordieintelligence.co.uk, become a member. There'll be more stuff going on there, more videos, more content. Stay safe. Keep looking after yourselves. Ta-da.